Welcome, dear friends. Lorenzo from the LP channel here, and today we're going to have a look at some songs that you all know. Sort of. So, as usual, turn on the subtitles, keep a dictionary near, and be ready to stop and rewind the video when you need it. Let's go. You all know how the legend goes. I learned English from the songs I listened to. The Beatles taught me all I know. Yes, the band play great, but I appreciate the lyrics even more. The BS detector is off the scale here. Because if you paid attention to the lyrics, this is because you were good at English at school, not the other way around. If you don't study properly, songs cannot be enough. I know quite a few people who are Rammstein fans. None of them can even say hello in German. By the way, you say hello. So, you're telling me this is something that works with English but doesn't work with German? So you don't learn German from songs? Or Spanish? How about Spanish? French? Dialectal songs? The sad truth is that most people have no idea what songs are about. But if they like the beat, if they found the video clip amusing, and if they are familiar with at least 50% of the words, well, they say that they know and understand the lyrics. And if they understand them, they know the language. Until their plane lands in an English-speaking country, that is. So, are songs useless to learn the language? Well, I never said that. Songs are a real fun way to practice. You can sing along in the car, where nobody's listening and you're not embarrassed. When you're singing, you don't go as fast as when you're talking, and so you can really polish up the pronunciation. If you listen closely, that is. And nowadays, there are very few excuses indeed. When I was learning English and practicing with songs, the internet didn't exist. Computers basically didn't exist. Even CDs didn't exist yet. I had a dictionary from the 1960s. I was basically cut off from any reliable resource. But today, you can check out anything in no time. I'm not saying that you will find a sensible answer every time you look up something on the internet. What I am saying is that with a 5-second search, you can know 1,000 things about a song, and you'll be infinitely more aware of what it means every time you hear it or sing it. So here's a little selection of very famous tunes whose meaning or whose interpretation is just beyond the grasp of a lot of devout fans. I would like to start with this one because I clearly remember a TV interview to Italian fans at a Bruce Springsteen concert in the 1980s. The interviewer was asking questions about Born in the USA, and from the fans' answers it was crystal clear that they were looking forward to singing it during the concert. They were basically out there just to shout that line. Not because it was simple, but because if you chant loudly, you're strong, and America is strong, and so I am American too, even for just 3 minutes. I was born in the USA. And then the interview pointed out that it was a song about the Vietnam War, and that the line was a sarcastic comment about how absurd it is to be proud of your own nationality when you are nothing but a little cog in a killing machine. And what happened? They didn't even listen to him. They were there to shout the only 4 English words they knew. And that was great. Well, let's explain and interpret just one verse of the song. Got in a little hometown jam. I had some legal trouble in my town. Described as little here, nothing serious, but that made it difficult to find a job. So they put a rifle in my hand. Well, I had no choice. I had to join the army. Sent me off to a foreign land. I was sent to a faraway country I had never heard of before, to go and kill the yellow man. Well, my orders were, you're white, they are yellow. Kill them. Born in the USA. This is what my country is like. And I have to shout it loud to show I am proud. Clearer now? Everyone thinks this is a love song. Well, surprise, surprise, it is not. This is a stalker persecuting a woman. I'll be watching you. You can't escape. There's no way out. I control you. And then, oh, can't you see you belong to me? How my poor heart aches with every step you take. See, not only does he justify himself, he's even tried to win the audience over. Oh, poor thing, his heart aches. Ooh, great number. I remember being overwhelmed by the guitar riff. That was the coolest thing I had ever heard in my life. And when I paid attention to the lyrics, what intrigued me was, why is he talking in that disorganized way during one section, and why the hell is he mentioning microwave ovens and other kitchen appliances in the other? And then after a while I got it. This is a normal person bad-mouthing rock stars because they earn a lot of money, and they get all of the girls too, for a job that is not really a job. You just pick up a guitar, the next day you are playing it on the MTV, no work-related hazard, but a possible blister on your little finger or on your thumb. Then you're famous, you're rich, that's money for nothing. But we, the real workers, we actually do all the hard work. We install refrigerators, we move color TVs. You remember how heavy TVs were in the 80s, right? Now, allegedly, Mark Knopfler heard this worker going on against rock stars and musicians after he and his workmates had built a TV wall in the home entertainment department of a shopping mall. Then they selected MTV on all of the TVs and sat down for a break and started commenting. And Knopfler took notes of what he was saying, and he added some musical notes, and he made a song out of those notes, and he made a lot of money for nothing. For noting? I kept this one for last, as it is somehow the most mystifying. Very aggressive beat, a military cadence almost, tribal-like even, perfect to be chanted by a whole stadium. And yet, first of all, the title. What does it even mean? For an Italian, the word rock is more than enough. No need to explain anything. Rock is rock. During one of his TV shows, a famous Italian singer made it official. Rock means badass, as an opposite to lento, which I would translate with lame rather than slow. So the perceived equation here is we equals badass. It's a little bit like Born in the USA, if you like. But unfortunately, that song was not written by an Italian, and rock means something different. Actually, many different things. Check the dictionary. One of the meanings is basically shake, which could lead to interpreting the title as we are going to take you, shake you, and break you. It's a song for rebels. And rebels are badasses. Yeah, so we were right. Well, yeah, partially, and only by coincidence. Because the whole song can be interpreted as the course of a man's life. As a boy, he is noisy and full of unfocused aggression, which he vents through violent play. As a young man, he's motivated and he's fighting, more violently now, for his principles and ideas. As an old man, he has lost energy and focus, and now he knows that he can't win anymore. Hopefully, someone is going to get rid of him, maybe lock him up in a home. Now, this song is a metaphor that is beautiful and sad at the same time. And the most energetic part is the guitar solo, which comes after the defeat verse, which is kind of strange. Shouldn't the growling guitar come as a climax after a crescendo? Because it doesn't. Well, during Queen's performances, the song was inevitably followed by We Are the Champions, and not the shadow of a doubt about who the winner is here. They hope. Did these songs surprise you? Imagine how many more you can find. Just don't forget, look up for the lyrics, and maybe some other pages that can help you with the translation and the interpretation. That's good material that you can analyze and study to improve your awareness on things you thought you knew. You can burn a CD and play it in your car when you're driving to experience that feeling of, I have seen the light, and to motivate you to do some little research every time you are not sure about what you hear. Remember to check out the other videos in the LP channel, and the address to contact me for lessons or other information about my activity is the following: info@lorenzopoletti.com. I am available for one-to-one or group lessons, either in my study or at your place, and for online lessons via Skype. I can also help you improve your presentation skills or assist you as an interpreter. I also do translations, text revision, and proofreading. Thanks for watching, and keep learning.